Okay, I have finally decided to go on OBS, but son of a bitch, why is it not letting me do what I want to do? I mean, if anyone knows how to fix this issue of, oh, TJ's gonna go on live, and we're not gonna let him stream. Like, come on, man. Why does it not work? If anyone knows why this is acting the way that it is, please let me know, because I'm kind of at my wit's end with, and if I have to buy a PS5 or something, if I have to buy a PS5, so be it. But just please, I just want it to work. Is it too much to ask? Really? Anyway. Anyway, I'm just letting people know on Discord. Let me see who's in the chat there. Also, welcome back, Clinton, and but I forgot until next week about my match. I'm not sure about. Well, wait. What do you mean by that, Darius? I'm kind of at a loss at what you mean by that. Also, welcome back, Clinton, and all right, let me get just there we go. But it was too late for me, and I wasn't on the card. Well, of course you weren't on the card. It's not nothing against you, but no, you weren't. You were not on the card. You were not on the card. But like I said, you are going to defend the championship this weekend or the next weekend. Excuse me. I apologize. But yeah, I just don't understand why my PS4 is not letting me stream. If anyone knows why that is, dude, let me know. I'm kind of at my wit's end with that. But anyway, I will not remember about the match with Joker. I mean, I just said that you're going to face off against Joker this weekend to defend the championship. That's, you know, I just said that. But anyway, I got, all right, let me get Reaper and who else was I going to get? Oh, yeah, that's right. Jen and Cole. I was just about, like, it looked as if everything was going to go good, but then, I hate it when it doesn't, when it doesn't work the way it should. Like I said, if anyone knows, let me know. But that's about the last time I'm going to talk about it. Also, let me see who is. Do you have a match? Anyway, all right. Yes, you do have a match. And what I was about to say before I got cut off, and it's not your fault. It's my PS4 just being absolutely shitty to me. But yes, you do have a match this weekend, and because it's all in, there is a little nod to the double or nothing casino battle royal. Now, of course, since we can't do a 21 person rumble, it's going to be 20, but it's otherwise basically the same. And whoever wins that match will be the next contender to either the United States or the Intercontinental Championship. And also, hey, what's up, Walter? I mean, of course, the same would apply. Well, for Clinton, he has a match to defend the tag team championship. So there's that. Also, let me get Jen. I'm just saying, Jen, good luck in the Super Bowl, dear. And also, who do we have here? And also, hey, Joshua James, what's up? There you go. Anyway, thanks for the hug. Mr. Jose K. No. Who else am I forgetting? Oh yeah, and then Greg, and then the only other person I need to get is Bio. I mean, I know that Blaze is doing his show. So there you go. Okay, and then let me get Bio, and the only way to get to him is through Twitter, so I gotta go through him. I gotta go through Twitter to do it. And this is also a good time to get some snacks and stuff like that. And for Chaos, like both he and I think it's Harris, Greg Harris, aka Mythic Legends Wrestling, and also I understand that. And of course, the Cardinals are the higher seed, so they get to be the home team. And also, hello, Tito. I almost forgot to mention that. So let me just get Bio. Okay, there we go. We got that, and apparently Tyson Fury won the match though. And then Tito doesn't know who to pick. Well, I mean, I don't blame you for not wanting to pick though. Excuse me. All right, so it's going to be Los Angeles and Arizona, the Chargers and the Cardinals. And of course, the Cardinals IRL are doing pretty well, as are the Chargers. So who knows? We could see these two teams face off in the Super Bowl. I mean, they are in different. Oh wait! I forgot. No, there. Super Bowl. I almost forgot. Chargers for the win. Okay. And like I said, I believe Blaze is doing his show. Of course, I've already said that. But without any further ado, let's get to it. Let's finally do it. Oh, shit! You know what? I was so busy, I forgot to increase the time limit to 10 minutes. My bad. But that just goes to show how greatly upset I've been with my PS5 or PS4, excuse me. Also, hey, what's up, Jen Richards? So yeah, Jen, you made it to the Super Bowl. So yeah, that was a big oof on my part there. Let me turn down my TV here. I was hoping I wouldn't have to do it this way with OBS. Okay. Let me do this really quick. Yes. Okay. Yeah, what I forgot to do was I forgot to make it a 10-minute a quarter game, which is what it really is. So that was my fault there. So. Okay, Cardinals. Okay, but everything else was cool, so let me just fix that. Super Bowl, 10 minutes. Even teams, yes. And then okay, there we go. All right, now let's get to it. Now let's do it. But anyway, how's everything going in your neck of the woods, Jen? And also, I know that Chaos Reaper as well as Greg Harris are going to try to repeat as champions. And I mean, I'll still try to find out what's wrong, and I hope I don't have to get a PS5, but if I do, what more could I do? What more is there to say? But I mean, of course, I don't want to just get a PS5 just so I can be able to stream. But if that's the case, then so be it. But thank you, Walter, for your thank you guys for your support. I mean, it definitely means a lot to me.
Kickoff now just moments away. It is finally time to crown a champion. It's all handed over to the two men who will call the action.
And then Clinton's like, I need this. I will play every position. Well, as it is, you are playing kicker, as we have the Chargers coming down.
Tonight it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champions taking on the champs from the other side, the NFC, the Arizona Cardinals. Brandon Gaudin alongside my partner Charles Davis. And CD, you look at these LA Chargers, champions of the AFC, making just their second Super Bowl appearance. You remember they were blown out by the 49ers back in Super Bowl 29, but remember that was a much different team than this one.
And think about this team. If they can accomplish what they're setting out to do in this ball game, win a Super Bowl, they would enter their new building as the Super Bowl champions. This team has been around a while. It's moved a little bit, but here they are.
Well, there's Chaos Reaper, number 36. I'm sure you'll do better than Mason Crosby did today, Clinton. Yeah, I even mentioned Clinton Cage for new kicker.
Meanwhile, the Arizona Cardinals into the Super Bowl for just the second time.
Yeah, there you see the two opposing quarterbacks and some of the captains of their teams.
When they were the Chicago Cardinals in 1947, it's currently the longest championship drought in the NFL.
And they've moved a couple of times since then as well. From St. Louis, now out to Arizona, they've been identified differently too. St. Louis, then they were Phoenix, now the Arizona Cardinals. But you think back to 2009, Super Bowl 43 in Tampa, when Larry Fitzgerald caught that pass down the middle and was running towards the end zone, you thought to yourself, they're going to win this game. But unfortunately for them, Ben Roethlisberger hooked up with Santonio Holmes. 35 seconds left on the clock. They lost 27-23, but now a chance to claim a Super Bowl title. This team has to be amped.
All right, so I was just letting the announcers talk about the history of the two teams before the kickoff. So now it's official. Gonzalez going up for the kickoff, and off we do. Off we go. And they will just simply take the knee, and we'll start at the 25-yard line. Well, I will do what I can, Jose. And again, I still have not talked to Kyle or Nightmare Queen when it comes to you and Brandon. And also, don't be surprised if they come to me and they say, if you suspend him for X amount of time, then you can unsuspend him or something like that. I don't know. I haven't talked to him yet. But as it is, just be aware that could happen. On the other hand, they could forgive you, but they might not want you on their channels. So that's their decision, not mine. Anyway, back to this match, or back to this game rather. And an accurate pass, nice catch there onto Allen, or by Allen, excuse me. So you have Cole Weston, the center. And then, of course, you have Blaze McCoy, number 83. And he's going to be a big target for Phillip Rivers if the Chargers are going to win the Super Bowl. And also, hello, Dean Bragg. I think I've seen you one other time before that. And they go for a run, and they get stuffed. In fact, they lose a couple of yards because of that. So we have Walter Johnson, number 99. Of course, you also have to watch out for Chandler Jones. And cornerback Patrick Peterson. Like, those are just some of the guys that you really got to watch out for. be it Peterson for the fact that he can play in the secondary and could intercept passes, or Wally could just penetrate his way to the quarterback and try to get some sacks.
Working out of the gun, Rivers.
And a catch. Oh, wait, never mind. He dropped it. For a moment, I thought that was a caught ball, but instead it's going to be 4th and 4.
Well, if those at home were wondering if we were going to see some offense
Let's see.
in the Super Bowl, I think your answer was right.
Did he
there.
catch it?
Complete, but they
Well,
take a
I'm...
big shot at it.
Like the script, if they give the
I mean, of course, the rule is you have to have possession for X amount of time or X amount of seconds before it is considered a catch. But apparently it was not. And that is going to result in a punt. So now we'll get to see if Clinton can do his thing. So he gets off a punt, and that will result in at a starting place at the 25. So that's about average, really.
First and 10.
All right, so we get Chaos Reaper, who is looking to repeat as Super Bowl champion. He was already a champion with the Carolina Panthers. And, of course, on his team was Blaze McCoy, as well as Greg Harris. Or actually, no, it was actually Justin Cruz. Never mind. But nonetheless, though, it was a fairly stacked team. Or actually, yeah, it was Chaos, McCoy,
Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake.
and a good run there by Drake. But yeah, it was Chaos, it was McCoy, Cruz, and then on defense it was the soon-to-retire
I like where you're going. Obviously,
Jake Bagwell.
because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Walter, can I ask TJ anything? Well, you could just ask me straight up, man. You don't have to ask Walter to ask me, you know. Anyway, nice catch, and did he stay in bounds before he went out?
35 before he's out of bounds.
Yes, he did. Nice catch there by Johnson. No relation to Wally, but
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on
but yeah, you can ask me just straight up. You don't have to ask Walter there. And also hello to Green Bay Packers Live Madden. I mean, of course, Green Bay. Well, I don't want to say too much about it. I'll get back to that in a moment. And nice catch there by, I couldn't see his name there. That was Greg Harris with a catch. And well, thank you, Mr. Green Bay Packers. If it makes you feel better, even though it doesn't feature your team did. They were part of Season 1. And a nice run onto the outside by Drake, and that's going to result in a 2nd and 1. Nice stop there by Perriman, but they definitely could have used a lot more, penetration to try to stop the run. Like Sniper's Bullet, I don't freaking miss. And Chaos is going to run himself. And finally will have to give himself up. And he gets all the way to the 20-yard line. And Reaper is a dual threat. Not only can he throw, but he can also run, too. Also, well thank you, Mr. Green Bay Packers. But yeah, you were featured in Season 1. And actually, you were featured quite a bit during the seasons I've had. And the season is simply just me doing a postseason. I don't fool around with the regular season, but on occasion we do a draft, and I'll explain more about that when sufficient time calls for it. But nice completion there to by Reaper to Clay, and now it's a 2nd and 3. And Clinton is not looking too good. I mean, I can imagine his concern is the fact that Arizona is just driving down the field. I mean, at this point, a field goal would be just as good as a stop. And he gets a first down with his feet, and he gets all the way to the 4th. TJ, I understand Yokozuna, and my parents said I can hug everyone in heaven. Can I hug him too? Well, I mean, Yokozuna was a nice guy outside of outside of off television. He's a really nice guy. You just don't want to make him mad. So I'd imagine he probably wouldn't have. He probably wouldn't be bothered about it. And a running touchdown by Reaper. He's doing it all. And now he's doing the skeleton dance. Is Reaper. Kind of like what La Parca used to do in AAA. The AAA organization in Mexico. Look at the skeleton dance. I'm like, Chaos. How is it that you can do a dance like that? All right, so Arizona starts off with an opening drive that is worthy of a strong start, and it is a 7-0 game. But they still have. But the worst mistake that Arizona can make at this point is to let their foot off the gas, and, well, we all know what happens when that happens. So what's the off-topic question, Jose? But thank you for the sub. I appreciate that, Mr. Green Bay Packers. Yeah, you would be happy. Anyway, not so much for Clinton as he is... I mean, the fact that the Chargers made it by the skin of their teeth is just nothing short of incredible. I mean, Arizona... I mean, they did pretty well with they did pretty well in their game against the Bears, in which they just pretty much blew them out. Also, hey, what's up, Bio? You're just in time for your own game. So the Chargers will now start at the 23, a little less than average, but if you're the Chargers, you definitely got to answer back. You gotta take care of the football, because the worst thing you could do is get into a shootout with Arizona. Yes, I've heard of Don Rickles. I mean, I remember him as Mr. Potato Head. And okay, nice solid run there by Gordon III. Gets about 5 yards, so that's a manageable gain there. You can hug everyone in heaven. Yes, I think I think that's very possible. So no, I saw it. I'm not sure why you're retracting your messages. It's fine. I'm not going to make fun of you. And a completion onto Blaze McCoy. No, I did not mute him. I did not mute him. Chargers have been always overrated.
First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot.
And a screen pass. Oh, well, he got away, but he couldn't get away from the... He was able to shake off one guy, but he could not shake off the other, and they only managed to get 1 yard out of that.
And boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
Like, you don't need to retract your messages. I appreciate it, man. You could just leave it there, man. I'm asking if his volume is off. Oh. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you were talking to me, but okay. But that's what I'm wondering. Let me see if anyone's trying to contact me. I'm surprised. Okay, there we go. Back to this one. And a completion and another first down. And this time it's to Henry. Also, let me turn down my my desktop notifications. I can't talk.
if they're not going to stop, you keep throwing it. And
Now, of course, now that I am doing this on
creep up, start to pressure receivers.
on
Go over the top.
OBS, I can now do some co-commentary, but I'll have to test that out for another time. They hand it off. Gets by one guy. And they get a good solid amount. They get 6 yards on that one. I mean, they're managing their conversions pretty well. I mean, they get relatively small gains, but they keep the chains moving. As they are now past the halfway point, and they are. I would say I'm probably more likely to order from Domino's, although Pizza Hut's pretty good.
And it's third down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence.
All right, so now 3rd and 4, and this is a big third down conversion here for the Chargers. They definitely need this if they want to keep up with Arizona.
From the shotgun, it's Rivers.
And then, oh, wait, we got a flag here. So what's the flag?
Flag down. Let's see what that's about.
Defensive pass interference against Reddick, and that's going to give them an automatic first down. And if you're Arizona, the last thing you want to do is give your opponent another chance, and that's exactly what you did.
Jangle the team a little bit as well.
Cannot do that.
Ruin that series of downs for them.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
And of course, I'd imagine that Clinton's going to take everything he's going to get. And almost got picked off there, but
Nearly picked.
it's 2nd and 10 now. 3:19 left to go in the first.
Catch the football and complete the interception.
I mean, of course, there you see Johnson, number 99.
He'd be playing offense.
Rivers incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10.
And Rivers, a completion for about a few yards. They only get about 4 on that one. And they do. So now it's 3rd and 6. They got to get this one.
They'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down.
Stay focused, guys. And Rivers gets the... Oh, it was incomplete. I thought for a moment he had it. But now that's going to result in possibly a field goal, but they definitely needed a touchdown. Especially at the rate that Arizona has had. I mean, heck, you know, the Arizona Cardinals and the Raiders, I mean, they had a close game that went to overtime, and the Raiders could have just as easily won that game. And who knows who would have made it here? I don't know. Anyway, Clinton is as good as gold. He makes sure that he gets a field goal. So Clinton has already proved his weight in gold. Nice deep kick. Right in the middle. So of course the fact that Clinton was installed as the kicker definitely paying big dividends, because that's what they needed. I mean, yeah, I mean, you could have argued that it was a catch and he probably would have went out of bounds, but we'll never know, really. I mean, it's a real bang-bang play there. Well, now Arizona has the ball, and now they have a chance to add on to the lead. And that the worst thing they could do is turn the ball over and give the Chargers a chance to either tie or go ahead, most likely go ahead. Yes, the Eagles did beat the Panthers, and I mean, that was a real upset. I mean, of course, the less said about that when it comes to Chaos Reaper, the better. But without question, it was an upset, you know, earlier today. All right, so now Chaos Reaper back on the field. And Jennifer Richards And well, it's a screen pass, and they caught it, but it was out of bounds. All right, so now we get to see the offense. We have the center, Biological, and number 80, Greg Harris, and opposite of him, number 11, Larry Fitzgerald. Yeah, the defense better step up if they have any chance of beating Arizona, because the Bears just absolutely got pasted by Arizona. They get well, they were able to get a screen pass off to Johnson, and here is the defense. Joey Bosa. And then right outside linebacker, Jennifer Richards. And then, of course, you have Michael Davis. I mean, those are just some of the guys and girl that you got to look out for. So yeah, Bio, you're the guy with the ball at center. Nice catch. Now, is that enough for a first down? No, it's not. It's 4th and 1. So although it's a nice catch, it falls short of a first down. Okay. Not a problem, Mr. Bragg. Not a problem, Dean. But thank you for stopping by. But yeah, if you're the Chargers, you definitely needed that stop. All right, so kicking it away. And how far is this one going to go? A bit too far. That's going to result in a touchback at the 20. Although I still don't know why you retracted your own messages. Is it like you don't want people to know that you were here? Like, what's the deal here? I'm not even going to continue to ask that, but let's just get back to the game. All right, Rivers under center. Again, Cole is the center. And they hand it off, and was able to keep himself standing up for just a few more yards. He gets about probably an extra 2 yards. I know 2 yards ain't much, but it can be the difference between keeping the chains moving and being short. Maybe he's shy. Maybe he is. I don't know. He could be. He could be too shy. Hush, hush. I. Too shy. Hush, hush. I don't know if bonus points for anyone who knows that song. And Rivers, a completion, and he does not get very far. They only got 1 stinking yard out of that one. Yeah, Chargers are going to have to try to, do a little bit more to fool Arizona, because right now Arizona still has their number. No, TJ, just no. Well, they do get a first down, and even better, they go out of bounds to stop the clock. It's called Too Shy by I can't pronounce the band's name, but they call themselves Kaja Go-Go, I think. But yeah, you don't like that song, Joshua-san? All right, so they fake the handoff. And, well, he tried to throw it, but he got hit as he threw it, and it went out of bounds. But yeah, it's called Too Shy. That's the name of that one. I just don't like hearing music late at night at the moment. And a completed pass, and that's a huge catch by Allen. That's a huge play,
Nice little completion there by Phillip Rivers.
and that's going to get him at the 33-yard line past the halfway point. So that's a great catch.
Clipped out a football player from a magazine article and pasted his face on the helmet. That's what he wanted to be, and it turned out okay.
Not so bad at all. Remember, he's the son of a coach. And on that play, I think he made the old coach proud with that completion.
All right.
So into Cardinal territory.
Let's see if they get one more play off before the quarter ends. Well, I'm not sure if number 13 was supposed to catch it, but he did catch it. But that's only going to result in a gain of 2. And at the end of 1, it is 7-3 Arizona. Well, oh yeah, I'll tell you that. Let me give you the list of the teams that will be in for next year. Where did I put this? Oh, never mind. I put it right over here. Oh, I'll give you the list. I'll probably give it to you when we get a stopping point here. And Gordon going for another run, and that only gets him 2 yards on that one.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun, Rivers.
And Rivers, another completion, and another first down.
They're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 23. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd.
Well, now the Chargers are starting to get in rhythm, and that could be a bad thing if you are Arizona.
Because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first
Check
down.
one more thing.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
All right, 1st and 10 at the 23. They hand it off, and they almost get a first down.
Short of the marker. Good gain of 9.
But he had enough forward progress to get to 1 yard shy of a first down, so 2nd and 1.
Disadvantage of blitzing often alters
But yeah, of the teams that are going to be involved for next season, that's not a bad thing. It's a good thing.
9, that leaves him with 2nd.
Kind of taking a little bit of inspiration from Diamond Dallas Page.
This is Gordon.
They run it, and they get a first down. Not a lot, but just enough to keep it going.
They'll get 3 as the
So 1st and 10 at the 11.
first down.
They'd have to get to the 1 yard line to get another fresh set of downs, but as it is, the Chargers could cut into the lead, if not take it over. And then Bio's going defense.
Gets it into the hands
A jet sweep. Although, what the hell?
Get this one down to about
Allen, why didn't you just run towards the sideline? Don't go back inside.
I think in normal situations,
That was a horrible execution there, because
in this situation,
like, it was set up perfectly, and then you just decide to go back in.
I like the way that he took a shot and went after it.
Sometimes the game's AI is just stupid sometimes.
Here's Gordon.
Okay, well, that time he runs towards the sideline just like he should have done.
Give him 6 yards on the carry.
Or actually, no, that was Allen who ran it. Never mind.
Good job right there. Just kept
It wasn't Williams, so Williams did the right thing. But
sideline
anyway, 3rd and 3.
by that defense.
He was trying to put
Exactly, WTF.
No, they really
But now it is 3rd and 3.
no room to find to get upfield.
Can the Chargers do it?
yardage. Rivers.
They get it, and is that a touchdown?
Charger touchdown.
All right, so the officials are going to say that it is a touchdown, but
Chargers have taken the lead.
I don't know. We'll see. Let's take a look at the camera here.
There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary.
Hmm.
His receiver
It's kind of hard to tell from this angle.
presented himself. No
I mean, yeah, he falls into the end zone, but
and scored.
did he fall with the ball in his hand? Well, I guess it looks like they did get it, so okay.
They'll kick the point after.
So now the Chargers take the lead, and
And that makes the lead.
they get the extra point via Clinton Cage. So Cage already proving his weight in gold. I mean, like I said, this team had a very poor kicking game. They didn't have a good punter. They didn't have a good kicker. But they have all those things in the form of Clinton Cage. But anyway, the teams that that are going to be involved for next year, in the next draft, are Indianapolis, Tennessee, Seattle, Pittsburgh, the LA Rams, Cleveland, Baltimore, and New Orleans. Wouldn't mind going to Cleveland. And of course, because there are 8 teams, 5 players will be part of each team. So that's going to be something to look out for. All right, so Arizona's going to start at the 26, and now it is up to Greg Harris as well as Chaos Reaper to try to regain the lead. Of course, a field goal will just simply tie the game. Yes, Clinton has been a wide receiver. I don't think he's ever ran the ball, or at least I haven't given him the chance to do that. Play safety, play corner. Yeah, I think he's done. I think he was a cornerback. I've never put him at safety, though. Not yet, anyway. Yeah, they were missing their field goals. And oh, no, wait. He broke the tackle and got a couple. I thought for a moment he got caught, but instead, Chaos Reaper getting right to the 42. So far, the Chargers have been unable to answer the running ability. I mean, right there, I thought for a moment he got caught, but he was able to keep his balance and stay upright and get a couple more yards there. The Saints or the Titans? I'm definitely going to watch the Super Bowl on the replay just to remember, oh yeah, this guy wants to go over here, or this guy wants to be over here. I mean, of course, you're not just those guys, but it's just something to remember, though. And they get a completion at the halfway and, well, past the halfway, and a first down at the 40. Put a spy on Reapers. Oh, and Walter's going to go to, wow, that's a surprise. I would have thought that he would not have wanted to join one of the Falcons' rival teams, one of which being the Saints, because, you know, you would not have thought that. But it is what it is. And Chaos with another first down, and to the 25. Arizona picking up right where they left off when they were on offense. He refuses to play for the Saints, the Bucks, the Falcons. I mean, of course, those are your division rivals, so I didn't think you would want to play for those guys. Unless you absolutely had to. And a takedown by number 70. Oh, that was Joey Bosa who took him down. Nice tackle there by Bosa. 2nd and 6 at the 21-yard line. But you will play for anyone but a team with Tom Brady on it. And another completion and another first down, this time at the 11.
A gain of 10, first down, Arizona.
That was a route run, not just with dexterity, but with
that was a dirty tackle. Yeah, it kind of did look like a horse tackle collar, or horse collar tackle, excuse me, by Joey Bosa. But it must have happened so quickly. And unfortunately, Drake got stuck. He had to reroute, and by the time he was able to do it, Jennifer Richards got to him. So great play there by Jennifer to not give up on the play and force him back to the 10 or back to the 11. Actually, that was a no gain rather. So good play there by Jennifer Richards. And a completion. Oh wait, fumble! And who got this one? And it was Hayward Jr. who got the fumble recovery. And now the Chargers can now add to their lead. So he got it, but then it was jarred out by number 33, and Hayward was able to get to it, but he couldn't escape number 87, who was standing right in front of him.
Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown.
Well, now it's up to Arizona if they can stop the Chargers right now.
I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their
But yeah, I know that if the Falcons are in a draft, you'd want to be on that team. So, I mean, that's a given. That's definitely a given. Back to this game, though. And Eckler gets 2 yards on that one, so they only get 2 yards. Nice tackle by Hicks.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it, because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
They fake the handoff. And a completion to, I believe that is Allen who caught it. Yep, Allen got it. Well, so far the defense has only been able to get one successful stop. And by stop, I mean like force the offense to punt. So each defense has had one successful stop. Or actually make that 2 stops for the Chargers, in the sense that the second stop was the result of a fumble. Now that I remember. I apologize for the error. Anyway, a first down, and probably could have broken his way through had he been able to get into third gear, but in any case, 38 yards past the halfway point.
They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much.
If you turn me into the Bills, I will make sure they are feeding you from a tube. Anyway, nice evasion there from Baker, but then I believe that was Riddick and Peterson that got to him. And of course, the defense very happy with their handiwork. And for Rivers, this is his last chance to win a Super Bowl. I just realized that. Fakes the handoff. Oh, what? Intercepted! And he goes the other way, but doesn't get very far. But Murphy with an interception. So Arizona gets the ball back.
Between playing man and playing zone. When you're in man, all you're focused on is the receiver in front of you. But when you're in zone,
I mean, Murphy timed that perfectly, and unfortunately he ran into his teammate. Had he not ran into his teammate, that probably would have been a pick 6. Byron Murphy Jr., great catch there. Much to the delight of Chaos and much to the chagrin of Clinton Cage. Yeah, turnover after turnover. But now the question is, can they get down the field at least close enough to even get a field goal? Just to tie the game before the half. Of course they want to get... Of course they do want to get a touchdown to take the lead, if they could. And also to the delight of BioXE. Or EX, excuse me. And he goes for the run, but unfortunately Joey Bosa... Yeah, he anticipated that Chaos Reaper was going to try to run. And that's usually something... I mean, yeah, Joey was able to get past his guy. And just as Chaos was about to make a break for it, Joey Bosa got to him. Yeah, he got by Gilbert, and he was able to stop Reaper before he could get away. So now it is 2nd and 18 for the Cardinals at the 29.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Back to throw.
And Reaper this time uses his arm and gets a first down. So nice recovery there.
Mark him down at the 49. That one a gain of 20 and a first.
Nice completion there to Clay.
For any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
I knew that this game was going to be good, but I didn't think it was going to be this good. It's a relatively low-scoring game, and that's the 2-minute warning. Wow. I mean, the tide turned definitely because Arizona looked as if Arizona was going to have the momentum on its side. But then the Chargers take over. They take over the lead, but it's Arizona with the ball with 2 minutes at the 49. And they do get past the halfway point. They get to the 46 and a 2nd and 5.
Fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed. Because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
All right, so now in a no huddle. And Reaper, well, he tried to go for a pass, but it was incomplete. 3rd and 5. So if you're Arizona, this is a huge one. You definitely need this if you want to get closer for a possible field goal. I mean, of course, again, you want to get a touchdown if you could. And a screen pass. That was not a good play call. I'm sorry. I mean, of course, that's not Reaper's fault. I mean, that's just the AI being stupid sometimes. But that was not a good play call. Because unless Johnson is able to, juke and jive or shake him off, yeah, that was not a good play. That's a facepalm for Chaos Reaper if he's watching this. So now they have to punt it away. Punts it, and they are going, and the officials will mark it at the 10. So that's a very good punt, because you want to try to get it inside the 20, and it's within the 10. So there you go. But now they have 47 seconds to the Chargers, starting at the 10, to see if they can add to the lead. They have all 3 timeouts, so they have that.
The Charger drive about to get going. Well, what's the plan of attack here? Very late 2nd quarter, and look where the ball is.
Yeah, bad spot for you.
And a completion, and a timeout used up by the Chargers.
Ball security number 1. It's not all on the running backs if you decide to run the football. That offensive line has got to protect them and wedge out some space because you can't just kneel. They take 3 timeouts. You're going to get the ball back in good field position with a chance to put points on the board. You got to try and get a first down.
I mean, I could just imagine Bio, Walter, Chaos, and Clinton just sweating up a storm. I wouldn't blame them. Anyway, they hand it off, and they do get a first down and a timeout.
Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this.
1st and 10 at the 25 with 38 seconds left to go. Rivers, nice catch, and that's about, and they only get 3 yards on that one.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, They can be a big part of any passing offense now.
And a timeout.
Chargers going to use their
So the Chargers now use all 3 of their timeouts.
the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
I mean, if you're Arizona, the one thing you got to do is try to stop them or have them not get any closer to field goal range and keep this within a field goal. They hand it off, and not enough for a first down. However, they don't have any more timeouts, so they got to get another play off if they want to take a shot at it. Doesn't look like they'll get a play off, unfortunately. They don't. And at the end of the half, it is 10-7, Los Angeles.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. What a season this has been. Hard to believe it ends tonight, as we'll get back to you guys for the second half of this Super Bowl in just a moment.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half.
And then Clinton's like, stupid AI. I know, right? And the Cardinals will start with the ball to begin the second quarter, or the second half, I should say, excuse me. But this is a very closely contested game. This is not a runaway. And of course we have the silhouette or the statue glitch. Thankfully, again, it doesn't break the game though.
Both teams ready after the halftime spectacle, and we are back underway in Super Bowl 55. This is fielded a couple yards.
And Arizona going to field it.
And he'll make it across.
And they make it to the 23.
Set up shop at the 23-yard line.
I mean, I will say this at the present moment, this is a very good game. And what it lacks in touchdowns, they definitely more than made up for in great plays on defense.
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that
I mean, it's not like the runaway that it was between, say, Tampa Bay and the Titans. Like, that game was a score fest.
See how that recipe works.
They hand it off. And Johnson only manages... Actually, he ended up getting tackled for loss.
After seeing that, maybe time to go back to some downfield throws here.
Yeah, anything, change it up.
Anyway, nice assist there by Bosa.
Doesn't mean you can't come back to what you thought you could get done. Sometimes when you
So Bosa doing a good job with the help tackle.
to what you wanted to do before.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
And a screen pass, and yeah, once again, the play call, that was not a good play call. I mean, unless you have blockers in front, that's not a good play call. And Clinton's like, I need this win. I mean, of course. Also, what's up, wrong button? We might see wrong button in the next installment of Madden. And a great catch, and how he got open. That was a great throw, a 58-yard reception, but how do you leave that man open? Great catch there by Kirk, and his longest reception. I mean, he just outran everybody. Of course, he wasn't able to outrun once he got the catch. He had to start up again.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10.
But now at the 17, and another catch for another first down at the 5.
Able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 12 more yards there and another first down.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker.
And then Bio's like, let's go Cards.
Your biggest worry?
First and goal.
In the air. Because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
And out of that was yeah, there was nobody there, so he threw it away. So second and goal now.
Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run.
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me an option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
And a pitch.
And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
And well, that's a no gain as it's still at the 5.
But that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing. And as a player, that means an awful lot.
They'll come out in the pistol.
So now third and goal.
He'll drop to throw.
And a touchdown to Kirk. And Kirk doing some dance moves, and that's going to put them ahead, possibly by 4 if they get the extra point, assuming that they get it. But the Cardinals now take the lead. Also, what's up, Joker? Man, look at them sweet dance moves there. All right, so Arizona. All right, so it is now 14-10, so now it's up to the Chargers to answer back.
So that winds up a 7-play drive all told.
But yeah, the biggest play was that 58-some-odd yard reception that set up a couple of plays later for a touchdown. Cheer for me and Jen. Reaper already has a ring. Seven plays, 77 yards. That's a lucky 7, baby. Yes, good luck numbers there. We'll see if that holds up, though. All right, so they'll take it out. All right, so they'll start at the 24.
Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game.
I mean, in addition to, Chaos winning a second ring, we could very well see Greg win a ring. We could see Walter win a ring. BioWare win a ring, and then on the other side we have Clinton and Cole Wesson and Jennifer Richards and Blaze. With Blaze he could win his second in a row. So, like the old saying goes, something's got to give. All right, so 2nd and 5 at the 29.
Allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
They hand it off, and a bit too much spinny shit. I mean, you gotta at some point. I mean, there's a time and a place for a spin move, but that was not it. Arizona does not deserve a team, let alone a title. Well, sometimes, well, you know what? The game doesn't really care what some other people think, But that's just me, though. They hand it off, and they do get a first down, and then some. And he probably would have gotten to daylight had he not been tripped up. But nonetheless, though, that keeps the drive going at the 41. Excuse me. So great run there by Eckler. Play alongside me, Clinton. I'll get you that ring. But yeah, Walter, how does it feel to return to the Super Bowl, albeit with Arizona? This is only like your second one, as Rivers just got sacked by Jones. Great play there by Jones to get himself a sack, and I think that's the first one, if not... Yeah, I think that's the first one for Arizona. I might be wrong about that one.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole this time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked.
When they make a game that does not have 2 billion glitches. Anyway, 2nd and 8, and that was a big play there by Arizona. And Rivers. And wait, did he caught that? He caught it. He caught it, and he also went out of bounds to stop the clock. But he caught it. What a catch by Allen! It's cool, second Super Bowl with a different team, but that was a great catch by Allen. And he also toe dragged just to make sure that when he went down, that, or actually that was someone else though, but he was still in bounds. That was a great catch, although wait a minute. Arizona's going to challenge that.
The receiver had possession of the ball as he went out of bounds.
And they have to make sure that the receiver got both feet down in bounds as well.
I can't see. Oh, sorry. Let's see. The question is, when did he catch it? And then once we know that, were his feet in bounds? That's the question, really.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And it looks like the catch is going to stand, and Arizona loses a timeout, and that could be costly, especially if Arizona has to try to tie or go ahead or something like that. But they ruled it a catch. But now Rivers, and intercepted anyway. Alford with an interception, and Arizona gets it. Wow, what a catch by Alford.
This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
And Williams was not fast enough to get to the ball before Robert Alford got to it.
And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything?
Exactly. I'm just at a loss for words right now, but as it is, we move on. Yeah, Los Angeles has 2 turnovers to 1 for Arizona. And, well, Johnson does not get very far. In fact, that's a no gain.
Second down. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game...
And in fact, Arizona has ran 2/3 of their plays as pass plays. They run it, and no good. That is another no gain.
No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to
All right, so 3rd and 10.
over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
And they get the first down.
And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. 12 yards.
And that will be 1st and 10 at the 22. Great catch there by Johnson. And much to the dismay of the defensive coordinator, as he was just left by himself, and by the time they got to him, he had crossed the first line, or the first the first down line is what I was trying to say. I couldn't talk, but nonetheless, though, Arizona still with the ball at the 22.
It's 1st and 10. Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. And the result here, a pickup of
All right, so 2nd and 2 as they gain 8 on that one.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8.
All right, 2nd and 2.
2nd and 2.
And a completion at a first down.
100 yards receiving for him now in the Super Bowl.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
I mean, I don't have to say much other than, you know, Arizona just, for the most part, they've had their way with them. I mean, outside of the one time that they lost the ball via a fumble, and then the Chargers have thrown 2 interceptions.
No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion,
And that's a no gain, as Fitzgerald does catch it, but it's not for any yard, so it's a no gain. But right now, Arizona in control of the ball, in control of the clock.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. It's complete. It's
And a completion, and that's going to be a 3rd and 6. Now, this is huge for the Chargers. If they can get a stop here, they have a chance. There's still plenty of time in this. There's still time in this quarter and all of the next for the Chargers, but they definitely need to get a stop right here. Arizona, and they get a catch and another first down.
And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers 41.
Arizona just keep finding ways to get first downs. But it just goes to show that they are a well-oiled machine.
He still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 41.
All right, 1st and 10 at the 41.
Complete. It's John.
And we have a completion, but there's a flag out. Let's see what the flag is against. And I believe that is a holding on J.R. Sweezy, so that's going to put him back. That's going to put him back to now the 49. So now it's a 1st and 18 instead. And also, hello, Dean Bragg. And a toss. And okay. Hopefully you didn't miss much there. I just noticed that it disconnected and then reconnected. But thankfully we didn't miss too much, but still.
So now they operate back from their side of the field.
All right, so now 2nd and 20.
They'll look to throw.
And chaos. Ooh, they almost intercepted that one, but that's going to be short. And now it's a 3rd and 20. They almost got that one.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here.
So 3rd and 20, big 3rd down here.
Look to throw here.
Oh, wait a minute, Joey Bosa got to him.
They sack him back at the 42.
And that's going to result in 4th and 26.
Time for his second sack.
And what a way they and they needed a sack. They needed something, as Joey Bosa was able to get to him. He was able to stuff him on a run attempt. This time he gets a sack. And no, I am not playing the game. The computer's playing it, by the way, Dean, in case you didn't know. But yeah. Great stop there by Bosa, and now Arizona's going to have to punt it away.
Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away.
And a bit too much leg, and they're going to have to start at the 20.
And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately
All right, so at the 20 they will start, but I mean, if you're the Chargers, the last thing you want to do is make a mistake. You cannot do it. There you see Wally at the front next to the middle linebacker, who is the leader of the defense more often than not. And Rivers. Wait, did he catch that? No, it's incomplete. I thought for a moment he caught it, but no, he didn't.
We have not seen a whole lot of wide open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion.
All right, 2nd and 10 at the 20 with 51 seconds left.
And they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. To throw on 2nd and 10.
And okay, what kind of throw was that? That was not a good throw. Come on, Rivers. I missed a lot. Yeah, I know that I know that NHL hockey with the regular season is going to start soon, and I'm looking forward to that definitely. Especially now that it's going to be on TNT. And a completion, but not close enough to the first down. That was just not good play calling, and just they're just off.
Understanding positioning and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield.
All right, so now it's up to the defense to try to get the ball back again.
46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the offense will take over
AEW
with a new set of
Chargers have done this before, though.
Here he is, the man taking the snaps.
AI is bad. Yeah, it tends to be sometimes, and sometimes at the worst possible times, really. But yeah, I understand that AEW Dynamite's going to be on Saturday this week, so yes, of course.
It really doesn't. Not until you balance it with
So 17 seconds left to go in the third.
He hasn't thrown any interceptions. So a lot of people would call this almost a pedestrian game, kind of a bus driver game. But that's just really wrong. Being a bus driver is a good thing if you're running a football team, because that means you're in control and you're taking your team to the right.
All right, so a completion for 4 yards at the 37. But I think that's enough time but they will not have enough time to get another playoff, so that's going to be the end of the third. Like, when am I in the when I'm in a Super Bowl. I mean, I would have to think that the Chargers, if they can get a takeaway, they might have a chance. They go for a run, but they don't get very far. In fact, they managed to get about 2-3 yards on that one, so 3rd and 7. So big 3rd down conversion coming up for both teams. As, yeah, Drake just ran into his own man.
But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means it might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key third
So
down.
3rd and 7.
That word, put it in bold. Here we go. On 3rd down,
And Chaos was taken down, and I mean, he got the throw off, but it was incomplete, so it is a good stop there for the Chargers. Now the question is, can they build on those momentum here? Anyway, blocked! Blocked! And it's scooped up! And Watkins with a fumble recovery at the 18! Oh my goodness! And wait, I didn't see which number blocked that one, but it was Watkins who got the punt there, and number 23.
They needed. And right now, in this field position, they've got to be in attack mode on offense.
I mean, now if you're the Chargers, you got to take advantage of this. And if you're Arizona, you got to find a way to just put that behind you and try to get a stop.
They weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this?
All right, so both teams have 2 turnovers. So it's back to square one again. And they go for a run, and they anticipated it, so that was not a good play call there. But great play there by the defense.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
All right, so second and 13 at the 21.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
See what they do.
From the gun,
Rivers goes for a... Oh, wait, we got a flag here. A completion, and it's a face mask, and that's going to... Let's see, who's this again? Byron Murphy Jr., and what that does is that's going to give them a 1st and goal at the 9. And I'd have to imagine Chaos is... He's got to be throwing every piece of furniture that's not nailed down right now. All right. 1st and goal at the 9. And a completion to McCoy. He gets about 2 yards on that one, but a good stop there by Arizona. I highly doubt it was intentional.
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. This guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time.
All right, so 2nd and goal.
They expect a pretty good jump out of him.
They hand it off. And Gordon gets to within the 3-yard line. Now it's 3rd and goal. So they can't get to a first down. It's either they score or they don't.
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football. And if you're going to throw it, something quick, get it out of your hands in a hurry.
Rivers. And he does not get it. He just couldn't find anybody, and it was better he threw it away than try to force something and then get intercepted and get nothing out of it. But what a stop by Arizona. I don't think it was intentional. Although, wait a minute, they're going to go for it on 4th down. Oh, this is huge. They got to make this. Rivers. Oh, and they don't get it. They don't get it. So a goal line stand, and the Cardinals will take over on the 3-yard line, excuse me. Rivers just could not find anybody. And then I wonder who's trying to contact me here.
Maybe you block a little bit more, but sometimes you have such a great first half, you expect it to continue to roll, and it doesn't just happen that easily in the second.
Well, they have been able to shut him down at least as of late. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Oh, no. I hope you don't do anything extremely bad, Clinton.
Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson.
And a 2nd and 4. Do they get enough for the first down? They do.
15-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in, even though the
1st and 10. And I will say this, Arizona If they win this game, it's going to come. It'll be because of that goal line stand that they had.
Misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running
And a first down, and then a couple more. But number 85 lost his balance a little bit and got forced to go out of bounds. But
you and I both know that's easier said than done. When the guy you're trying to tackle looks like this guy.
switch to quarterback.
One man to get him down, and it did right there.
Oh, that was Clay who got it. Never mind. I didn't see I couldn't see his name because it was his front was turned to me, or his back was to me, or from me. You know what I mean. All right, so 1st and 10 at the 38. So if Arizona is going to win this, they have to keep the ball. Worst thing you can do is throw a pick six or fumble the ball.
I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
They fake the handout. All but Reaper. What? Fumble! They got it, and this could be, I believe, touchdown! Chargers! And Tranquil, I should say, sorry. I mispronounced his name, but Tranquil was able to pick up the ball and take it back. Wow! And let's see, I think it was, I couldn't see who caused him to fumble, but it was Tranquil that was able to pick it up and take it in for himself. But yeah, I didn't see who it was. I mean, but great job there by Tranquil to take it in.
Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it.
And of course, Clinton continues to complete his kicking. And then Chaos is saying, that one's on me. I mean, that's good ownership there. Yeah, well, now you can make that 3 now, Jose-san. But that's just, wow. And of course, Cole Wesson, just a few moments ago, he was feeling good. You know, or actually, no way, I'm sorry, that's, he was feeling bad, I should say. Reverse it.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kicks away following that fumble return.
And, all right, so they'll take it out. And they'll take it to an above-average starting place at the 28-yard line, so that's pretty good for them. And also, hiya, Crushing Kelly. Anyway, how's it going, Kelly? All right, well, now Arizona is the one that's down, so now the shoe is on the other foot. Now Arizona is going to, and Chaos going to go for a run. This time he makes sure to hold on to the ball this time and not drop it, and he does not, so he gets himself a first down off that run. I mean, so far, Reaper's doing pretty well with the running game. Tired, but all right. You, TJ? I'm doing pretty well, actually.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the 4th quarter if he needs to make those plays with the
Yeah, Clinton and Reaper on opposite teams. Reaper on Arizona as the quarterback. And Reaper had to throw that one away. He knew that if he didn't, he was going to get sacked. So, I mean, that was a good play there by Reaper to just simply throw it away, throw it to where no one was at, and just take the loss of a down.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the
WWE has some people not showing up yet. And a completion and forced out of bounds, and that will stop the clock. Now, of course, Arizona is working with one fewer timeout as they lost a challenge. They lost a challenge earlier in the half, so they are working with one less timeout. And as I said, that could come back to bite them. So it's up to Arizona to try to make the best of a bad situation. And Reaper. And that's enough for the first down. Great run there by Chaos. Also, hello to MSWCW. Although I'm not sure why he didn't. Well, I guess he might not have had the angle there, but in any event, it's now the 1st and 10 past the halfway mark at the 48. So
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Back to throw.
Chaos, another completion and a first down.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That goes for 14 yards, first down Cardinals. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me.
All right. 1st and 10 at the 34, excuse me. And Chaos. And that was an incompletion. Last, to be sure about Yokozuna, that you wanted to give him a hug. Yeah, you can hug him in heaven. Should you be able to make it to heaven, I'd imagine that Yokozuna, I'd imagine he wasn't perfect, but I know that he was a good man. Now, whether he was a faithful follower of Christ, that's another story, but... And a nice catch by Greg, but unfortunately he was out of bounds, though. So, yeah, I really don't know. I want to say he is. I want to say that he is. Anyway, 4 minutes and 8 seconds left. Clock is off. 3rd and 10 at the 34. And Chaos gets a completion. And he gets it to Greg. Great catch there by Greg with a solid catch there. Look at that. Great catch. Got a couple more yards before finally taking down. So great job there by Greg. But yeah, I might as well ask, how did you, and by you I mean Chaos Reaper and Greg come to the decision to, quote unquote, give Jose another chance? Because had it not been for you guys, I probably would not have given Jose another chance. It's about as simple as I can make it. Anyway, a completion, and that's going to result in a 2nd and 3 at the 7.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Right now,
really good pickup on 1st down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Yeah, I'd imagine.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Anyway, they hand it off. And did he get enough for a first down? They do. So now it's 1st and goal. So now it is the Chargers that are going to be in need of a goal line stand. I mean, even a field goal doesn't hurt you because that's only just going to tie the game up.
And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal.
And well, they fake it off. But wait, did he get a touchdown? Did he cross the plane before he went down? I want to say, let's see. It happened so fast, I couldn't quite see it, but
those are the types of plays in these moments they were hoping for from this young rookie, able to put him up here in the 4th quarter.
How about the kid? You just mentioned it, the 4th quarter. This is when you have to make those winning plays.
Well, it looks like Arizona got the touchdown. I thought for a moment they fell short, but okay. All right, so an extra point to make it a 4-point game. And, ooh, almost got blocked.
It's up and good to
But
make
it is
17.
nonetheless a 4-point game.
A pretty long drive that time.
I'll DM you on Discord because I can't type everything here on here due to limitations. Well, Clinton, you have 2 minutes and 46 seconds to try to go down the field and get another touchdown. And apparently Clinton does not have any faith in Phillip Rivers. Well,
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it.
well, this is Rivers' chance to prove himself. Let's see what happens here.
This is fielded at the goal line.
Filled at the goal line, and they get to the 27. That's not a bad start.
Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
Well, so far Melvin Gordon has he started strong, but has started to fade a little bit. Well, they're going to need him here. So yeah, over 2 minutes, and the pressure is on. 2 minutes and 43 seconds. First and 10 at the 27.
Picked up on what the defense was doing. I think we've seen an adjustment now that they have not picked up on, and now they're being a little bit overwhelmed.
The Charger drive about to get going. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
Rivers.
A simple tip of the cap.
And did they get the catch here?
Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't.
No, they did not.
We got down to position we were
I mean, there were several times where the guy had a chance to catch it, but he couldn't do it.
confidence.
That's another thing that's also hurt Rivers is that, you know, the guys are unable to get the catches.
Zone, we'll see what they do. Rivers
Even when it was thrown even when it was thrown as it should be.
on 2nd down.
They run it, and, well, they get a bit closer, though. Nice run there by Eckler, but they definitely need this one.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running.
Not to judge, but,
Gotta make the guys
no, I
carrying the
just,
ball very, very
anyway.
happy.
I will reserve my judgment for another time.
Play here before the 2-minute warning.
All right, so 3rd and 4.
Anyway. It's Eckler again.
They get it, and they don't get the first down.
Couple yards short of the first.
They get it just short of the one. They just get just 1 yard short.
The clock showing
Big decision time.
in what's been a memorable Super
At this point, you got to go for it. You got to go for it.
So it's Charger football.
All right, so 4th and 1.
2-minute warning.
Can they do it?
See what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
They do not, and
They stop it.
and Melvin Gordon just ran into Wally,
Such little time.
and Wally
Did the call.
was like a brick wall. He didn't let anything through. And also, what's up, Blaze?
So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a third situation,
Big play there by Walter Johnson.
might get radio silence back.
And then everyone saying hello to Blaze McCoy. Well, if you're Arizona, the worst thing you could do is make a mistake and fumble the ball or throw an interception.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up.
I mean, well, they kind of had to, but figures you would go for a pass. Oh, yeah, I mean, they could have done that too.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25.
So they get a first down to do the Cardinals. But
Timeout here defensively.
I will say this: both teams did admirable. I mean, for the Chargers, the fact that they made the Super Bowl as a wild card team says a lot about the Chargers. They just, unfortunately, they ran out of gas, and they even though they were able to get a lead relatively late in the game, And Chaos Reaper going to run. And they're going to call timeout to the Chargers. So now they are at the 6.
And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
So 1st and goal.
It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look.
And Chaos Reaper just going to run it, and if it wasn't over before, it's over now. It's over. But for the Chargers, they have nothing to be ashamed of. But without question, they definitely could have executed a lot better in several respects. But Arizona just wanted to win the game much, much badly.
Have to have a meeting with the owner this week. You know why? He's got to let the owner know, I know you wrote the check for his arm, but we're going to make him a part of our running game too. This guy can do it all. Let's see where he takes us.
So Arizona pretty much ices the game.
And that pushes the lead up to 11. So they only need
3 plays, 34 yards on only 17 seconds, and that's going to wrap it up, unfortunately. But as far as Clinton, I have a feeling that he's going to put Phillip Rivers through a table. Well, Clinton, the only consolation that you may have is just the fact that you're in the World Series, but I know that you guys wanted to win the championship without question.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick.
We'll see what happens in the next season, though, when we transition over to Madden 22.
And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Rivers and the Chargers now.
And for Rivers, he's just had a terrible day. I mean, he's got 1 touchdown, but 2 interceptions. That's too many, I hate to say. Also, good night, Dean. Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate it. But for Arizona, barring a miracle, we see... I mean, we're going to see Chaos win 2 championships in a row, and Wally win his very first. Well, they get a first down, but you could say that they should have done that when they had the ball, man, earlier. And for Crushing Kelly, she's going to snuggle. She's going to give Clinton a hug. And, of course, Clinton is a special teamer, so he is on the bench right now. And another completion and a flag. And that's a face mask. Worst thing you could do is give up a quick touchdown and then turn the ball over again, and then they score again. That's the worst thing you could do if you're Arizona, though. Because like I said, barring a miracle, Arizona has this.
And now it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Rivers. For Keenan Allen, that's complete.
And another completion, and again they're running the 2-minute drill, despite the fact that they are down by 2 scores. But
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception.
But the fact that the Chargers were able to win their first game against the Eagles when they were down for the most part, they were down by 8, and the Chargers would get a touchdown, score the 2-point conversion to tie the game, and then score a touchdown to win the game in overtime against the Eagles. Then they blow by the Washington football team.
Make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just...
And then they barely, and I mean barely, squeak by the Patriots 7-6. But like all good things must come to an end, it unfortunately came at the wrong time as Cinderella or midnight struck.
Chargers going to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go.
We'll find out which. I mean, again, I know that Clinton had a short list of teams that he would like to play for. It just depends on who drafts him and what their team or their biggest need that is what they need, and what their biggest need is going to be. Excuse me, I can't talk. And a completion, but they will not be able to get another playoff. But and even if they do,
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Arizona just played a great game. And that's the end, as Arizona has won the Super Bowl for the first time. And for Chaos Reaper, he is now a 2-time champion. Walter Johnson, Greg Harris, and BioXC win their first ever championships. So Walter got his first Super Bowl ring. And for Phillip Rivers, this game is not. I hate to say this about Phillip Rivers because he's a great guy, but this game is just a microcosm of Phillip Rivers' career. Always getting close to the dance, but never being able to. Or what's another way? Always the bridesmaid, but never a bride. Let that sink in. And unless Phillip Rivers gets signed to another team, I'm not sure. But the player of the game, no mistake, is Chaos Reaper. But for Clinton, what can I say? His team did very well. His team did very well just to get here. I mean, heck, as I mentioned before, the Cardinals won in overtime against the Raiders. And in fact, the Raiders could have just as easily defeated the Cardinals. And even then, we wouldn't have known what would have happened. Who knows what Super Bowl we could have gotten had the Raiders beaten the Chargers. We'll never know. We'll never know. Anyway, let's take a look at the player stats before we end off the show. Chaos Reaper, without question, had above 100 and... look at the rating. Again, a microcosm of Phillip Rivers' career. Like I said, Phillip Rivers, a great guy, great player, but unfortunately, it also doesn't help, and it also didn't help that he was at around the same time that Tom Brady was there. Because I'd imagine that the Chargers probably would have more likely won a Super Bowl. Whether they would have done it or not, that's another story. Anyway, so Chaos Reaper did his job in the passing game. Chaos Reaper also did well in the running game with 8 rushes for 95 yards. And then for receiving, Charles Clay, I mean, he was the best of the bunch. But it was also Christian Kirk, who at the time was, who by that point was in his second year, got a touchdown reception. Hunter Henry also had one. And Pharaoh Cooper, he only had a 3-yarder, but it was a touchdown, so there you go. Defensive. Let's see. Let's look for touchdowns, because I know that one person got a touchdown. And that one person was Drew Trangil, who at the time was a rookie. I didn't realize that. Well, thank you so much, Bio. I appreciate that. And also thank you very much, Wrong Button. I mean, but of course you had some interceptions, but what more can I say about it? And of course, without question, Clinton Cage had 2 extra points made. So the kicking game was not the problem. And neither was the punting game. It came down to quarterback play. And yes, we do start it all over again. All right, well, that's it for the stats, and that's it for the game. But congratulations again with Chaos Reaper getting to become a 2-time champion, and Wally and Bio and Greg winning championships for themselves. Well, the only thing I have left to do is do the last episode of the NHL series. And then after that, I can then trade the old versions and then bring in the new ones with the new NHL game and the Madden game that's already out, Madden 22. So yeah, but I just want to say thank you to those who came in and those who played, and you guys played a great game. Both sides of the ball did so well. I mean, and it wasn't like it was a runaway either. I mean, it wasn't like it was a runaway and then we had to call the game off or anything like that. No, it was hotly contested until the bitter end, unfortunately. But with that said, I will see you guys next time. As I said before, let me turn this down a little bit. As I said before, I will be doing WWE 2K19 next week or next weekend. And as for NHL, be on the lookout for that as soon as I find a good time to do it. But from all of us here, this is Taju22 signing off, saying goodbye, and also hope that my PS4 starts to work when it comes to streams. I still find it annoying that it just won't work the way that it should. But until then, have a great day, everybody.